Hello. So, it is time for week 1 of UBL BGC Season 10. We got a toughie for round 1. We got Eris and the Fairfax Farigarath. So, those who haven't been keeping up, Eris has actually beaten me the last 2 times we've played. Back in Season 8 and in Season 9. So, I want to win. So, yeah. But their team's actually pretty scary. They've got Chien, Great Tusk, Slowbro, Typhlosion, which can Terra, Mesprit, which can Terra, Pavilion, Quillfish, Primeape, Cryogonal, Gumshoes, and Florigito. Or Florigato? I have no idea how to pronounce that, actually. I thought it was Florigito, but it's not an I, it's an A. Anyway, is that the little one? Anyway, the team is Chien, Great Tusk. That duo in its own right is terrifying. Now, in itself, I always have to watch out for any ground type, because obviously I've got Regieleki. So, like, even what I would normally consider a bad ground type is something I have to consider in any matchup. Great Tusk is not a bad ground type. In fact, it's one of the best. So, yeah, that's an issue. And combine it with Chien, and it's going to be breaking even harder than it normally does. Slowbro is super bulky and is actually slower than everything on my team. So, like, that's the thing. Typhlosion hits like a truck. With Terra and Terra Fire especially, it can nuke things, but also can Terra into, like, grass or something to resist anything that would be coming its way. Mesprit can be super annoying. Just does good damage, but also can interfere with some strategies. Pavilion, good support, sets Tailwind, annoying. Quillfish can be annoying, depending on what I bring. Surprisingly, Primeape I don't think's worth bringing here. It could be, but I don't know. I don't think it would come. It's like, there's Primeape, but then there's Great Tusk, so, I don't know. Cryogonal could come, Gumshoes could come, and Florigito I think is a gimmick with Primeape because of Anger Point, so, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so basically, initially I was like, well, I've got, what's it called? I've got Regieleki, so what can we do here? And after thinking about it for a while, I realized that there is no way that Regieleki can work here. At least not the way that I want it to. And so, for week 1, this is our main centerpiece of the team, Bronzong. We're going Trick Room. With a Colberry and max defense, we can take on the Dark-type moves that are going to be coming for Bronzong. Such as Knockoff from Great Tusk, or more importantly, Crunch from Chien. As for the special side though, there's a slight issue, because there's this Pokemon called Typhlosion. That's where we're heat-proof, we're not Levitate. Not something I think they're going to expect. It's like, I could see them maybe seeing it as a possibility, but I don't think they expect this combination. So, that's the hope, is Bronzong is able to survive and get up Trick Room. I did some testing with Kathy, shoutouts to Kathy as always, because Kathy's been my kind of testing partner for VGC recently, and is a great friend of course, and yeah, very, very rarely did Bronzong go down turn 1. And they can set up our Trick Room, which is really good for us. Bronzong underspeeds everything but the Slowbro, which it can't touch anyway, not with this set, with Psychic and Body Press, but there's enough things where I kind of need to Psychic some things and I need to Body Press some things that I think it's worth having this duo of moves, and the other Pokemon can take out the bulky Psychic types that can come instead. Like Body Press does a ton to Chien Power, or Oko Chien Power, but also if they do decide to bring some stuff for Slow, the slowest Pokemon they've got outside of Slowbro is Gumshoes, and that will die to Body Press, so that's the other idea. Otherwise we've got Protect, just in case I think I need to Protect for like a turn. We'll have to see. But this was also something I was on about, what I'm referring to with Mesprit, because Mesprit can imprison Trick Room. I can't remember if Slowbro can, but I know Mesprit can, so that might be an issue. And while I like to talk about things in alphabetical order, I think it's important to go and talk about what we're leading this with, because despite Brute Bonnet being next in alphabetical order, that's not what we're leading with it. Despite Rage Powder Trick Room being the obvious way to go, we're actually leading this with Greninja. I cannot believe I am bringing Greninja week 1, and not only that, it's a centerpiece to this team to work. We'll Sash Greninja with just enough speed to outspeed Typhlosion, because I'm not expecting Cryogonal, I'll be completely honest. I think there's too many other good Pokemon they can bring. Max Special Attack, and pretty, like, a ton of attack as well. Like, basically just extra attack thrown in. Which is brilliant. We've got Hydro Pump, which I'm terrified to use. I used the bundle last season, and having to have a plan rely on a Hydro Pump is terrifying to me. Low Kick, Dark Pulse, and Taunt. So, this set is really good at basically allowing Bronzong to get up Trick Room, while putting on offensive pressure. Because while I could Rage Powder Trick Room with Brute Bonnet and Bronzong, there's a good chance that 1, I don't actually get it up, and 2, even if I do get it up, I might not have the health and offense left to survive. Whereas this way, Greninja's more than likely able to take a kill, and also demands respect, because it will start just chunking things. It will Oko Great Tusk with Hydro Pump, it'll Oko a non-Sash Chien Power with Low Kick. Dark Pulse is good for the Psychic types, and also just generally a good move to click. And then Taunt is for anything that wants to do supporting things, most notably Pavilion, but also it's nice to taunt the Mesprit because it can Terror, and also might be trying to imprison Trick Room, so just taunting that is nice as well. There's a ton of ways that they... there's not a ton, but there's a few ways in which they can actually kind of... the main thing is, like, Typhlosion. Because Typhlosion can bypass the Brute Bonnet and probably kill the thing, most likely. And then, like, anything... Typhlosion plus a Mon with Safety Goggles is going to take out Bronzong. Whereas this way, it's a lot less likely to do so. Because we've got Greninja that, even if Bronzong does go down, Greninja, the only way I see that is, the only way that happens, I think, Greninja also takes a kill. Greninja doesn't get hit and takes a kill, and then could start steamrolling from there. That's the plan and hope. Then I kind of lose speed control for the game, but I've taken out something that's important, so... yeah, so Greninja's pretty integral here. It can do a lot of damage, and if we... there's a good chance I'm not going for Chien Pao turn 1 anyway, at least game 1, because I'm expecting that to be Sash, unless Pavilion's here, and then maybe that's Sash, but I'm not sure. But there's a good chance that I can just go for Great Tusk instead, or Typhlosion, or anything like that wants to lead. So yeah, that's the plan. Now onto the rest. I did mention Brute Bonnet, we are bringing Brute Bonnet. We are max HP, 188 defense and relax, so we have minus speed, but that also means that we get a booster energy photosynthesis in booster defense. So we get a bit extra defense on our side, which is really nice to take on things like Chien Pao, because I had to look it up, but Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword ignores defense boosts, but it only ignores like +1 defense boost. Like if you use like Iron Defense, Sacred Sword ignores that. It doesn't ignore booster energy, like Protoss Emphasis or Cork Drive boosts, because those are actual stat gains, not like a stat boost. So that means that Brute Bonnet can take that on a little bit better. Doesn't even have to worry about the Sacred Sword bypassing it. Obviously, there's also Icicle Crash, but I think if it was a +1 defense, then Sacred Sword would be even doing the same or more damage than Icicle Crash. So, and then a little bit rest into attack just to make sure we can do some good damage. It's to help take on Slowbro mostly. Seed Bomb, Crunch, Body Press for the, what's it called? To make sure we can OHKO the Brute Bonnet, and then Rage Powder to protect whatever we want to protect. Because we've got a couple Pokemon that can go into Trick Room and like be in the back depending on our composition. Like our least set, and then 2 of these 3 are coming in the back. One of them could be Brute Bonnet, another one of them could be our dedicated Trick Room Sweeper in Donphan. Or Assault Vest, just max HP, max attack, high horsepower, because we're not going for Earthquake stuff here, because we're not using Levitate. Knockoff, Play Rough, because we're Terra Fairy, and then Ice Shot. Ice Shot, just in case I want the priority. It's nice to have a bit of priority somewhere, especially when I'm Trick Room, and I haven't got Sucker Punch on Brute Bonnet, because I want more damage and more guaranteed damage on the Psychic types. Actually, I could go Sucker, because originally I was like, I want it for Slowbro, but I wouldn't have anything to hit for Villian. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Crunch, yeah. So, this is definitely an option. Not something I ended up bringing in Mox, but I think depending on what they bring, it's better. Mostly because Taffy was bringing Quillfish a lot, and Quillfish kind of makes Donphan a lot worse. But if they don't bring Quillfish, then Donphan gets a lot better. Just because no Intimidate cycling and things like that. It's got great coverage for the team. Terra Fairy means we don't take like a ton and the fact that we're Assault Vest means we don't take a ton from Slowbro, and we can go for Knockoff into Terra Fairy, Play Rough. We could just ignore the thing and just go for the other frail offensive mons. Yeah, Donphan's really solid here. Really, really like it here. And kind of I feel like the best in this matchup, somehow, is actually Florges. So we've got Moonblast, Pollen Puff, Protect, and Psychic. I can swap these around. Psychic was a last-minute addition because Quillfish was becoming an issue. So, yeah, that's why we do Mox, because otherwise I wouldn't have realised Quillfish was being an issue. So, yeah. It's also just generally nice to have another move. So, I had, like, Dazzling Gleam over this. But Psychic gives me a bit better coverage. We've got max HP, max special attack, just to do as much damage as possible. Moonblast, Pollen Puff, and Psychic just hits everything really well. Like, the resists they have, it's basically Typhlosion is the only resist, and Psychic actually helps hit that as well. The other thing as well is if they do go for a Terra Grass on the Typhlosion, then Pollen Puff can hit it really hard then. And also Pollen Puff can hit Slowbro. But also it has the utility of healing my allies as well. Healing up Donphan or Brute Bonnet is really nice as well. So, yeah, so that's Florges. I was considering maybe working with Symbiosis. That's something I want to like maybe look into using in the future. But for this one, Florges is a little bit too important to be, you know, it's got to be kept alive because it can do a ton of work. Fairy types are the main thing that works really well against their top end, and so having a good fairy type and nuking things is going to be really nice. The last Pokemon is Regieleki. Unless there is a specific team in which I need all 6 Pokemon for some reason, I see no reason not to bring this thing. It's going to force Great Tusk to come every single game, and if they don't bring it, if I notice them not bringing it, then I'll bring Regieleki and just try and win with this. We've got enough speed to outspeed Scarf Typhlosion. With the Magnet Thunderbolt, we do a ton of damage to pretty much everything. Electro Wave, obviously great speed control, but only really helps with Greninja because everything else is too slow to use it. Terra Blast, despite not being able to actually Terra, still does like 30% to Great Tusk, which is at least reasonable. And the defenses, I made them and don't remember what they do. I think we might be able to take an Icicle Crash from Chien. I might. I don't remember. So I think we can take a Scarf Eruption. It's for the Spadef. So I don't remember. But yeah, Aleki can do some crazy spreads, which is really cool. So, but he can still do a ton of damage. Like, I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt, like, has a chance to Oko Typhlosion, has a chance to Oko Chien. So yeah. We're playing the match tomorrow. Wish me luck, because I don't want to lose a third time in a row to Eris. They've gotten a lot better in Gen 9, but I still want to beat them, so wish me luck. Alright. Time to take on Eris. I believe they're going to be sending us the challenge shortly. Oh dear. I want to win this. Let's hope we can get there. I was also apparently late because time zones messed me up. I thought we were playing an hour later than we were. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna get all three matches. Cryo makes an appearance. I didn't make my Greninja faster than Cryo. I mean, I've got all my challenge ready to accept anyway. I don't mind. I can get live battle links. Okay. Not being faster than Cryogonal is a bit of an issue, but hopefully it's fine. Cryogonal shouldn't be able to take out Bronzong with anything anyway. I don't like Brute Bonnet here. I think I like Donphan Florges. It is Cryogonal lead with Prime. Oh, you're going for this, are you? I see. They're going for... Because I'm not faster, it's going to be awkward. They're going for Anger Point. Well, I am max defense. I don't know if they're going to be max speed cryo. Oh. I see. Yeah, the Terra Captains are Typhlosion and Mesprit didn't come. And I guess Florianito, but, do have Psychic on Zong. I've got Florges with Moonblast, so I have ways to kill it. That'll be 100 power Rage Fist. I don't know if I'll live. We'll have to see. Ooh. I'm not complaining. I am faster. Nice. And I get TR up. They're not max speed. Really, really good. Okay, Primeape's coming back in. I can go for this here. I've got a Sash, so I don't need to worry. Just go for a Psychic into Primeape. Get some good chip on it. Protect Chien Pao. That's good chip. I have to double it to get the kill. But, I mean, it's not gonna let me, is it? That's protected. I can just go to Donphan. Take the hit. Drain Punch won't be that bad. I can just go for the... Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go for Body Press into Chien Pao. I've got the Colbur Berry. There's Life Orb. We get to take it out, which is super, super nice. It's the Tusk of the Great Variety. I get to see damage actually on that Primeape, because that seemed like it took a lot. That's not Eviolite. Okay, so how much is my Donphan doing? Terra Fairy. It's killing it, okay. So yeah, Terra Fairy. And then we're gonna Psychic the Bronzong here. Not Bronzong, the Great Tusk. Decent chip. Let's take out the Primeape. That looks like it's a Sunburst. Like, there's no way Bronzong does that little. It's a Great Tusk. That's level 100. We got game 1. Let's go. Alright. Same plan. Especially because I outspeed the Cryogonal. They didn't see me even bring Florges. Yep. I figured that's what this As soon as I saw Pavilion. And this is why we're heat-proof. For this leader, exactly. Exactly. Get that out of here. Body press is a kill. So I can just go for stab Dark Pulse here into the Pavilion. That or I could save this. Just go into Donphan. Like a safe play. Or go to Florges. Both are pretty reasonable. There's no reason for me to keep Greninja in here. Like, it's just going to take damage when it doesn't need to. And Donphan should be able to kill it with probably a Play Rough. Or maybe a double up, something like that. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Donphan and I'm going to body press the Chien. Let's go for the Terra Fairy Player Off, I think. Yeah, that's 100% Assault Vest. Like, there's no way that does so little. Yeah, I'm not afraid of this thing. So, I'm just gonna double Tusk. Oh, Friend Guard. I forgot about Friend Guard. Torn Ends. Forgot about Friend Guard saving this thing. This is for Ian. How much is Ice Shard doing? Well, it doesn't need to be Ice Shard. Terra Fairy Play Rough. I'm thinking Knockoff plus Psychic should be enough. But I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, I think Knockoff plus Psychic should be enough. So it's just got to be 2 hits, because it's going to be Sash. I don't want to miss. It was Sash. We can go for Ice Shard plus Psychic. Get to take that out and then get to take out the Great Tusk as well. Which is really, really nice. How and Efflosion come in? Without my Assault Vest, I don't think I'm living any form of Eruption. I will try and go for this POW. I wonder if I protect. No, I think I need to try and go for Trick Room. It is Terrifier. We do die. Crit probably didn't matter. Depends on its set, though. Because if it's Scarf, then it might have mattered. So yeah, get a guaranteed hit off with Greninja unless it's Scarfed. Now if I Hydro... Let's see, we've seen SD and Sucker and Protect. So the last move's an Ice move for sure, probably Ice Spinner. Or Sacred Sword, one of the two. I think we go Low Kick. And then because I don't want Floor just taking the hit, I'm going to Protect. Live on Sash. It's not Scarfed, so we get to take that out. Go for Eruption, and then it's a question of can Floor just take this. I've got a Citrus. And Floor just got good natural Spadef. Not good enough, I don't think. I think I needed to take the, That's Specs. Type version. I think I could play that a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. They did bring Great Tusk. Brute Bonnet ones have been good there anyway. I'm still gonna lead the same. I think the same 4 is fine. I need to know if this is Specs damage. 50. Terrifier. Yeah, that's Specs. Okay. Unfortunately, at this point, I've revealed all my tricks. The thing is, I'm expecting a taunt. They're expecting a taunt from the Greninja, so I almost just want to break this thing's sash. I want to do Dark Pulse. Yeah, no, I think this is the play. I think we do Dark Pulse Protect, because then we take this thing down and Bronzong lives, and we can set up Trick Room. It's good for a Rage Powder, wow. I mean, Gren's gonna live. Still gonna be a single target. Sorry, it's still gonna be a split damage, Eruption. And then Donphan can go for that. Heat-proof Bronzong coming in clutch. Alright, Donphan, get in here. Body press should take out the cryo, but I'm not afraid of the cryo. That's the thing. I'm afraid of the stupid Typhlosion. Well, let's make sure I'm not afraid of it by terroring. I'm going for high horsepower. And then, is body press going to do more to Typhlosion? Slightly. I mean, the thing is, I'm body pressing that slot. Yeah, I think if I body press... If body press is the safer play. Out of their last 3, Florges can beat all of them. Like, Florges can beat them all. So I think I'd play it safe. I wish I Psychicked. This should still do a ton of damage. Yeah, that still takes it out. Reflect. Okay. Still double into this Typhlosion. Good chip. Oh! We got it. We got it. No, Donphan, you deserve this. Oh. But that's not Terrifier. Let's do the calc. Doubles. Yeah, so it was a 1 in 5 to get the kill. Finally. We beat Eris after 3 seasons. Oh. Oh, I'm happy. I'm just happy. Like... Oh, you have no idea. I just, like, I felt like I went into a really big concentration mode and now, like, I feel stuck in it, if that makes sense. But, oh my god, we did it. Thank God. You know, give me some cheering music. I want some happy music. Hit this. I just... Happy music. Because, oh my god, I'm so happy about that one. The techs, every bit of tech I had came into clutch. Pretty much, like everything came into play. Heatproof Bronzong. Florges, I mean, it did what it could. It couldn't take on Specs Typhlosion. Donphan, the GOAT. We tried some nonsense game 1, we got him. Like, Bronzong. Bronzong. Thank God. I'm really happy with how I played that. I think I could have won game 2. All I had to do was actually click Hydro into Typhlosion. And I think I won it. So, but regardless, we got the win. I can't really, so, I can't really complain. I'm really happy about that one. And that's a good way to start off the season. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.